Welcome back to Warhammer Geheimnisnacht. Unfortunately, our courtier, Hendros, blank. I don't know what happened. Apparently, he or she, on the 3rd of Ernzite, did something. I guess we'll never know. So I kind of want to check our realm standing right now and sort of find out where we stand compared to the rest of the kingdoms in Norska. So we're at 4,200 men. Let's take a look at the Slaanesh cult over here. They are 2,800 men. Definitely a viable war goal. Now, as I recall, they've also got access to, wow, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 or 6 trade routes, which would help out massively. We've discussed it before. Trade routes are pretty broken at this stage of the game. So that would help out for attacking into the Empire if that's something we wanted to do. Eventually we will as the Everchosen, obviously, but right now we probably want to play tall, or as tall as we can within Norska, really buff our provinces up and keep ourselves as stable as possible. The Chaos Dwarfs, I imagine, yeah, would absolutely trash us. 5,200 men, not something I'm looking to fight, and I imagine this guy is probably the same. 5,700 men. He holds a lot of land, but it's kind of broken up, so if we were to attack for, say, these western provinces, he probably couldn't get troops over here fast enough to help us out with that. We also want to keep an eye on his truces and his wars, because if he goes to war with, say, the Ungals or this random Grandmaster of Ulrich, then we might have a foot in the door when it comes to expansion. Let's unpause it and see how things go. So we have some buildings being built. Obviously, the trade post is being built up as it should be. This girl wants to marry our half-sister. Oh, no, Skooma. I mean, I was going to say yes to that, but we didn't really have a chance to react. Oh, well, never mind. Let's have a look at our vassals. So, Jörg Roggenwalder of Hjaltland has 400 men and has a quite high chance to revolt, so I might go for this. He only holds 1 province. He's also the only person we've got revocation on right now. Let's do it. Okay, well, that's a shame. We kind of did want him to revolt there, but never mind. I had a daughter. She's okay. Bright, attractive, sure. Let's give it a struggle. Why not? Young Gil, or Gilly. I thought that was Gil. Another daughter, alright. Calm down. Struggle. Another bright child. And which was the one we wanted to... Was it this one here? Yeah. Hulfrida, the genius. She's a very, very good character. Already 3 years old and probably better than half my counselors. Sure, you can use some practice reading. Why not? So, what we want to do, I think, is attack the Slaanesh cult almost immediately. Now, what do we have? We could Holy Wall them. We probably want a Holy Wall for Niflheim, seeing as they're... Oh, sorry, Nilfheim. Seeing as they are right on our border. And let me just double check I'm not misreading this. Well, it says top levy of her is 4,700 men, yet she can clearly raise it. Oh, she's got 2,500 event spawn. She's at war. Right. Let's wait for this war to finish, and hopefully our event spawn troops will despawn. I imagine that's raising a tribal army. I don't know if there are any Slaanesh specific mechanics that allow you to raise troops, but... Who are you? Hrothgerda? Hrothgerda? Is that an Eth or a Thorn? That's an Eth, right? She was not on her own. Okay. Good for you. Court Priest. Your half-sister Skooma search and crude disposition in the arcane matters. Well, that's not a huge amount of use. She's a pretty good character, though. 18 learning. She's quick. She's going to talk to people. I'm really sick of sorting out education focuses for people we really don't care about. How long till this war is going to be over? Let's take a look. Now, we could always just declare war now whilst they are at war with attackers. 57%. It looks like she's going to win it, unfortunately. Yeah, let's wait for that war to end. There's nothing to say she can't summon another Doom stack. I assume she's probably got the prestige for it. Actually, she doesn't. Maybe when she wins this war, she'll get 250 prestige, which will be enough to obviously summon a stack. But I'd rather be fighting 1 than 2. Let's put it that way. There we go. War's over. Why is this split off? Is that a revolt against her? She's trying to revoke a war. Title, sorry. So now might be a good time to go to war. 2,000 troops. And let me just double check. I really don't want to put us in a bad situation. 3,000 men. Let's do it. We could seduce her. No. Holy War for Niflheim. Let's do it. Alright. Raise the troops. Again, we could have waited for our own troops to raise a bit more there. To reinforce, sorry, but again, probably by the time that's happened, she'll have grabbed up more land than we're really willing to wait for, especially if you're trying to centralize by the looks of it by revoking titles. Alright, our vassals are joining in. Someone's conspiring to kill us. Let's just check and make sure it's another our vassals. No, we don't seem to know who it is. Alright. And we can call in Floki. Sure. Now they're going to move in there. Can we actually stop this at all? It's risky, but we could lead this army, and potentially by the time we reinforce, we could win that. But it is only 300 men, so I don't really care that much. Sure, you can become gregarious. It's a shame we can't reinforce through this mountain. It's annoying that it's just very slightly cut off by the terrain there. Again, I really don't care who you are. And let's have everybody reinforce here as quick as possible. I've got to be somewhat careful about this. Is that really all the troops we can get our hands on? Okay, we got 2,500 stack coming in there as well. That will help out. Okay, this is going to be a huge battle. Where are they heading to? Niflheim? Nilfheim? That's really bothering me, but alright. And we can cut them off. Let's get some good commanders going here. Gangolfer is our best. We should win this really easily. Okay, not a problem. That's a good start. 7% war score. We could start... Oh, wait. This province isn't included in the Holy War? Well, that's not annoying at all. Sure. Do you want to try and cut these guys off? Yeah, let's do that. They're going to try and reinforce that. I don't know why. Kill as many as we can. Get as much battle war score. It'll help just weaken her up in future as well. Can we kill this 2,000 stack before they... Not particularly. Alright, we can hit that though. Wait, what are we hitting? Oh, they're moving. Right, I see. Sure. When are they going to get there? 17th of Brawlzite. I think we'll reinforce that instead. Yeah, that was a much better decision. Alright, that's that done for. And we will head up here. Catch the army as it's retreating. Then I think we will swing around and chase these guys. Where are they going to? Mount Hellspire. It is quicker to go from that province. I don't know anyone that actually does measure the distances between province. So you can, if you select one province and hover over it, if you look just above the minimap there, it says distance to Mount Hellspire. You can use it to work out generally how fast your armies will get places, but it's not that valuable, to be honest. Alright, this should be the last of their army, I hope. Let's see how many troops you got left. 1,600. And total is 4,500. Did you raise tribal armies? No. Just more vassals joining in by the looks of it. Right, we are at 57% war score just from battle, so we do have a little bit more battle war score we can get from this. Like I said, we want to get the most as possible. That way, other realms have the chance to attack her too and weaken her up, so we don't have to worry about doing this next time being so thorough. We can just sweep through in the future. We will siege this province down, though, because it's got barely anything for it. Alright, easy. 71% war score. We could assault them, but I think we'd lose so many troops, it probably wouldn't be worth it. I would be more willing to do so if we didn't have such powerful neighbours. Like, both of our neighbours here in forms of the dwarf and the other tribal Norscan kingdom there are both just about as strong as we are. We do have a shit ton of gold. Holy shit. Look away for 5 minutes and suddenly we've got 1,000 gold. Right, so, trade practices 4. It feels weird playing as tribal and sinking all of your tech points into trade practices, but I mean, it's so powerful that I can't say no. Now, I don't really understand the point of this building, Reaver's Den. It really doesn't give that much for 400 gold. You're getting barely anything out of it. The only reason I built it is to see if there were any special events associated with it, but it really seems to do nothing, so I'm not going to bother upgrading that anymore. 10 galleys, though, is pretty valuable. So we'll go for a Norscan shipyard, and we'll just go for a merchant port here. Because the bonus from that is going to be multiplicative. Well, it's a percentage gain, isn't it? Along with trade practices. So that, whatever it was, plus 35 to trade value is going to be much, much higher when you take into account all the other bonuses we're getting from the trade route and our trade practices. More to the point, what of our own provinces do we want to upgrade? Honestly, probably just the shipyards. Because I don't want to spend a huge amount of prestige until we can form an empire, just because of the Gavelkind system. It's really what we've got to start focusing on right now. I suppose levy size isn't too bad. I'm not too interested in fort holdings, and I'm definitely not interested in tax income, given that we are already making 29 gold a month as tribal. Let's go for, yeah, again, levy size plus 7% isn't too bad. It's not unreasonable. Voltag tribe, you can have minor hold again. I find it weird that these buildings also have the, I don't know if you saw it on, yeah, this one for example, will convert to city guard when upgraded to city, will convert to small levy freeman muster when upgraded to a castle, yet there's no option to do that in the base game. I don't know whether I've just missed something or whether I need to enable more laws before we get that option to show up. It's a possibility. Yes, we do want to burn down the trade post. Absolutely we do. If we can build our own trade post, because I imagine we're not at our trade post limit yet, are we? Can we find a province where there is one to be built but hasn't been built? It's kind of hard to tell besides that. No, it doesn't say. It'll be destroyed when we win the Holy War anyway, because it's a trade post from an enemy. Awesome. Sword of Destruction. Now, one of you commented that the Sword of Destruction is very, very powerful. Better than Fear Frost. And yeah, you're right. Look at this. Damage plus 24%. Only plus 1 personal combat, so we are losing a couple of points there, but it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. Seeing that it gives plus 5 martial and plus 12 vassal opinion. That is insane. Who was it who crafted that for us? It was her, right? Our concubine? It was one of you, anyway. That was awesome. Okay. I guess Amulet of Protection plus 1. Sure. Go for that. I don't think we have... We don't really have a good amulet. We have a mage amulet that just gives learning plus 3, which is really not very relevant right now. Sure, we'd like the tech points, but it's not a huge problem. Now, this is going to put us at a little bit of odds in our war, because we're going to lose moral authority. Morale. Minus 25%. I still think we're fine. They really don't have enough troops to challenge us now, and I imagine after the siege level we'll win the war anyway. 84%. Got to get more battle war score. I think we'll win that even with the morale being down. Yeah, very easily. Oh, awesome. That's really, really good. Now that is good because it means we can educate the children that we want to succeed us, specifically you here. Now, our wife is obviously their guardian right now, which isn't bad, but the AI doesn't always pick the best event outcomes for your heirs. Do we still want you? You could potentially succeed us. I guess you're not bad. I really need to start like a notepad document of potential heirs. I've explained it before, but if you don't have a viable heir after the succession, your titles are lost. Which means I need to be really, really careful. It's like, when playing Norse, you do have to be careful about succession anyway, because you're playing Gavelkind. For the most part. I think they'll win that battle anyway. Do we have any more battle war score? No, so we've just got a siege holdings now. So I'm used to playing, you know, a little bit cautious as a tribal ruler, but we have to play very, very cautiously in this scenario. Let's go for... Now, I assume the majority of our troops are light infantry, aren't they? Oh, we can't tell right now. About 1,000, yeah. So... we could go for shipbuilding. Military organization would be very, very good, because I recall we had quite an overpowered retinue, didn't we? Yeah, Norscan Reavers. Yeah, I'm going to go for military organization. Especially as we're fighting in a lot of low supply provinces. Not that it should matter too much, because I assume we count as pagan. Moral authority, 0. That's good and bad. Obviously, it means we're more susceptible to religious revolts, but it also means that when we become Chaos Undivided, we're going to convert almost instantly. That's an unbelievably low moral authority. It's probably because of this person here, to be honest with you, the Slaaneshi, and obviously we've got different, like, Ulrican and Chaos Dwarfs and everything. Alright, that was an easy Holy War, I think. Not too bad. Thank you very much. Oh, we did get that province. Thank God for that. Alright, we've got to dish out some land. And also, look at that, we're getting a trade post built already because they started it. Perfect. Is there anywhere else we can build a trade post in these provinces? This one here, but I assume we're over... Yeah, 2 out of 3 and we're building one, so... Where's our second trade post then? Did we inherit one? We got trade post of Finsvik. Wait, maybe there was another reason. Maybe something I ignored. Oh, this isn't actually on the trade route. Right, I see it. It's... Although it goes over the top of it, it's actually just connecting the sea to Finsvik, not actually to Fjösgard. Right, that makes sense. Okay, well, we're going to get this one as well, which is obviously going to basically double our income. And I should probably dish out some land, shouldn't I? Let's see, have we got any subholdings? Not particularly. Niflheim. Or Nilfheim. That's going to get me every single time. 137 gold. I'm just going to make this into a Duke title and give it away to someone. Saying that, we can hold a lot of land ourselves. We only need to give away a couple of them. What do we directly hold? Let's try and sort out our borders here. So we have this one here. We could give this away. This isn't exactly a good province. 1.8 tax. 2k supply. And I can't imagine it's providing a huge amount of troops. Oh, 1,200? Holy shit. Okay, ignore me then. What about this one? 184. Oh, well, the reason obviously is because this is a castle. So we can definitely give this away to someone. I might just give it to you, to be honest. It's a bishop, so it means we won't have any sort of ambitious vassals. There we are. Give it away as a theocracy. Sure. We've only got to give away one more province now. Let's take a look and see which ones are particularly bad. 720. Could just give away one of these new ones. I suppose like this one here. Sure, why not? What is that? Balkir? Let's have a look. See who we've got in our realm. So it's realm. We'll sort by stewards and unlanded. Oh, can only men hold lands? That's a little bit inconvenient, but okay. What's it called? This one here. Balkir. Alright, well we filled out our domain limit, which is awesome. Very, very handy. Do we want to commission someone else to craft a magical artifact? I suppose it really depends what we can commission. Let's go to you. Can we not? Maybe we can only have one person commissioning at once. I think I found this out last episode, didn't I? Alright. More laws. We got religious control mandate. Hey, that's great. Religious revocation is going to be hugely valuable. What do our council think? Mostly undecided. Let's build up some gold. Let's try and pass that if we can. This is a really good kingdom we've got right now. Really good to defend as well. It's not like this guy who's sort of in the middle of a lot of different things. Same with the dwarfs in particular. Because we've got this whole end province. We're sort of... We can only expand outwards, essentially. That's awesome. Okay. And how long till that second trade post is built? It's almost done. Minus 200% levy size. And when is that going to fade away? Okay, next year. That's good. And for it to be totally finished, it is also next year. Great. Much better than feudal in that case. You lack an education focus. You're pretty good. Still. Don't care too much about all my courtiers' children. Could make some duchies. We already control throne. I don't particularly want to give any away too badly. Alright, let's put our troops down. I don't know why I've still got those raised. Now we can make one retinue, by the looks of it, of Norscan Reavers. Just about. So why don't we do that? It's going to give us 225 light cavalry. That's actually pretty significant. No, you don't need to lead the retinue of one man. That's just him on his horse. Alright, and the trade post is done. Sweet. Okay, so... First things first, the Whaling Village. Thank you very much. Let's have a look at our Amulet of Protection. Now, I believe this gives us plot power defense. Increases your defense and can be used to protect during battle from formations against enemy arrows. Yeah, so during the, is it the shock phase, I think it is? It's going to give us more defense there. That's pretty useful. Do we want to wear it rather than the Mage's Amulet? Probably not. Maybe when we go to war, that's something we could switch to. Either way, this is going really well so far. Alright, retinue's building up. And obviously we can raid with our retinue as well, so they can pay themselves off. I assume that's reinforcing at full speed. Yes, it is. Okay, do we have anything that can raise retinue cap is my next question. Probably not at this stage of the game, I wouldn't imagine. Weaponsmith is really, really good. Morale of armies plus 10% for this province is obviously very huge. We have nothing that can raise retinue cap until I assume we become feudal. A little bit annoying, but not too bad. Several rumors circulating about me lately. With a lot of effort, I've managed to trace them back to Jarl Vilgir. Jarl Vilgir, why? Craven boar. Okay, we have no imprisonment, which is a bit of a shame. I don't think I turned on auto stop plots either, no. I think this guy's got to be next on our hit list. I think it's just a case of keeping everyone equally weakened. So now this person has a bit of a hit on the head. It's going to take them a lot longer to recover, and I also don't think they'll attack us in a hurry. This guy, however, if left to his own devices, fighting his own sort of wars as he can choose, might quickly spiral out of control. Lack of funds? Paying for artifact search? Decree of appropriation. Right, okay, so he's obviously trying to fund a very extensive artifact search. I wonder if we can steal an artifact at this point. Let's go and have a look. How does Bretonia fare? We can't steal any artifacts still. I wonder if I turned on the mod for... the steal artifact mod for this mod. Or maybe I'm just too far away from these provinces to do so. Not sure. We could seduce this one. Make her less likely to attack us, I suppose, if we succeed. Let's do it. And I probably want to move away to the... what do you think? Rulership focus, maybe? Yeah, let's go for rulership focus. See if we can get rid of cruel and paranoid in particular. If we get just, obviously it's going to make us less likely to be assassinated. 31 martial. Wow. It's a sword of destruction. It's really helping out a lot. We can go to hiding. Someone's still trying to kill us. I did forget about that. Alright, sort the council quickly, and then we will probably declare another war. We might as well get a lot done this episode, as much as we can do. Cupbearer, you can do... oh, wait, that's not a negative in this, is it? No. Sure. Herdman. Just give it to our random vassals. Alright, perfect. And what's our monthly balance now? Plus 42 gold, if you're not including the retinue reinforcement. It's very, very good. I might even move our tradesmen to oversee construction here so we can get this trade post buffed up quicker. It's already bringing 108 gold. 110 gold a year. Wow. Okay, well, as soon as we can get that... what's the very overpowered building? I'm trying to think now. Was it, oh, it was a trade route post. What is it? Or trade route post, yeah, weird. Let's get that better. I think level 2 of that gave us something like 60 to the value. Oh, we can invite a goldsmith to our court. Now, it is done off of... yeah, I was just about to say this. It is done off of your monthly income, and our monthly income is very high. Now, we do only have to do this event once. And once only. So... oh, Jesus. It would be a permanent boost, and getting it this early on would be pretty helpful. Why not? 2 episodes in a row, complete bankruptcy. Let's do it. Alright, why don't we go raiding while we wait? Try and get some money back at least. Let's raise some troops, get them to reinforce. I'm well aware that our retinue is in this. Are you also moving over? Let's get you over here. Let's get you guys to here. You wait there. Let's see if we can't get some gold back from the Empire. And you're heading south. We really can't afford to have people raid us at this point. Alright. Everyone in. Let's take them out. We probably should stop ourselves. Oh, I was going to say, I thought I forbid us leading troops, but no, we're good. Alright, let's move down. Who is this person anyway? Horngear? A host? Chaos host. Weird. I think next episode, I may even get us to convert to Chaos Undivided. Just so that we can begin the process. Because we are pretty stable right now, and I have a feeling this character's going to stick around for a while. He's a pretty good character all around. He's somewhat well liked. Because we've obviously redistributed land during this character's lifetime. The only character that hates us is ironically the one imprisoned. Could we revoke titles from this guy? We can't revoke titles from this guy. Can we execute him? Why don't we throw him in the oubliette and just wait for him to die? Alright. Put you guys together. So we are going to send our retinue off raiding as well. Probably a little bit risky. And it might actually end up costing us more than... yeah, let's split off the retinue here. Let's keep you guys in the capital. The Lost Whites obviously is a pretty decent standing army for chasing down raiders, things like that. Alright. And we need galleys. Let's go ahead and set a fleet rally point in Steinvik. Oh, we have a lot of galleys. We actually don't need nearly as many as I thought. We'll put down half of this stack to try and save some money where we can. You can be educated in whatever that is. Perfect. Right, I need to make a note here. Let me open up Notepad. Number one. Number one. Disable childhood education alerts. Alright, perfect. Just a mental note for me, otherwise I am going to forget to do that. Okay, that's more than enough boats, thank you. No, it's actually not quite enough boats, that's really annoying. Okay, sure. Why don't we put this stack down then and just use the 3900. I just wish there was a little bit better... I've said it in my other series, but I wish there was a tiny little bit better boat management in this. If you could just have, say for example, select an army, and instead of having embark, just have fill as many boats as possible button. And then split that off and disband the rest. That'd be so much easier. I can't understand why they don't do that, though. Alright, so what was a good province for raiding? It was this one here, wasn't it? Yeah, look at this. Plenty of undefended loot. Same with the neighbouring provinces. Wow, look at these ones over here. This is also a church, or whatever the equivalent imperial name is. Temple, I guess. Let's go over there and burn down the temple instead. The reason for doing that is that it is obviously much quicker to siege and assault temples rather than fortresses. This means we'll just get the flat gold bonus as well. Yeah, no, this is going to be pretty profitable, I hope, at least. Now, it's also right on the edge of the border, so if they want to reinforce troops, they're going to have to send them all the way up from Marienburg over here. So we can get. And we already got slaves, thank you very much. And we can deploy those in provinces, can't we? We've already got some here. Already got human slaves here, so let's go to this province here and deploy slaves. Here we go. And that will help us build up our trade posts a lot quicker. Not that it's really necessary given our tax deficit in hindsight. Probably should have sold them. Yeah, actually this is working exactly as I was hoping. 25% every 12 days. So in just over a month and a half we're going to have this place sieged. We're already making a pretty decent amount of gold. Look at this. There we go. 66 gold. Perfect. What's the next province on the list then? It is a barony, so we might just want to move along to the next one. Saying that, are they going to send troops after us? They're losing 10% every 12 days. Yeah, we can keep them around for a bit. Oh, God. Sure. So the way mods handle that event is very different mod to mod. In CK2+, from what I recall for a while, that actually did result in the trade post being destroyed because you couldn't afford to keep it running. I don't want to take the risk. I'm not sure what the outcome is in Geheimnisnacht. I'll probably test it at some point just to see, but I don't want to risk losing our trade post, seeing as they are bringing in just an incredible amount of gold for us right now. 69 gold per month. That's ridiculous. How are our boats doing right now? 120. Okay, so now the question is, do we want to make our son our rival? Do we want him to gain diligent or patient? Honestly, I don't care a huge amount about the son. I'm going to say let's give him diligent. I think that's the best choice. And then we will use the ambition choice on our daughter, who we want to actually be our heir. Oh, don't come out affectionate. That's awful. Affectionate for struggle for training marshal is very, very bad. No, again, I really don't care about these random children. We've got the flu. I'm sure we'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. Okay, they are going to attack us. I don't think it's a problem. Oh, they're going to send 2k guys from over there as well. Can we escape? We can probably win it, to be honest. Why don't we... Okay, this is cheeky. Why don't we assault the city? See if we can get gold before they get here. Did we do that? No. It's because we were retreating. We could win this. It's possible. We got flu. No, just stick with the relatively safe one. +2 health and +2 to all of our stats. We got the best treatment possible. Well, we lost our troops. A little bit of a shame. I thought we were going to win that for a second. Never mind. Okay, let's go back. How much gold did we get is a real question. 187, not a huge amount. Has put a little bit of a dent in that ridiculous amount of expense we had. What did we just inherit? Was that a duke that died? Oh, right, look at this. Okay. We got Vanaheim. Sure, what are the provinces like? Not great. No, they're not incredible. Okay. Try and find some stewards. Gender, men. Let's go for... Wow, you are really good. Okay. Vanaheim. And what was the other one called? Rayril. Here you are, Canute. Rayril. Where is that? Oh, there. Perfect. Alright. Round's good. Here's the event I was talking about earlier. I'm probably going to mention that just about every episode because I don't want it to be too confusing for people why I'm putting... Or trying to keep an eye on which of my heirs are going to succeed us. I think this is a good place to wrap it up, now that I've bankrupted us again. Alright, perfect. Let's pause it here. I will come back after we have recouped some of this massive amount of gold that we've lost. So is that a retinue of 30 guys? Why is it not reinforcing at all? Weird. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll come back after I've disabled those childhood alerts and we're back in the positive so we can actually do some warfare and more interesting things than wait for our gold to pick up. Thanks for watching. Again, if you've got any suggestions for the series, let me know in the comments. And I will read through those for next time.